It is 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep, and I just found out that I'm epileptic, and my inability to sleep could possibly give me my third seizure in 7 days. But I can't sleep. And I guess this is my attempt at recording something so I can go back and look at it if I forget, which may sound stupid to some people, but unfortunately I don't have the luxury of remembering some things, especially when I have a seizure. So I had my first seizure April 14th at 7, April 14th. It was Tuesday. It was last Tuesday. 1 week ago from today, I had a tonic-clonic, formerly known as a grand mal seizure. Tonic is you lose consciousness. Clonic is the shaking part. Mine was preceded by something, I can't remember what they call it now. It's all so new to me. I'm still remembering this stuff. Most of this I heard in the emergency room after my first one last week. But I don't know, I still don't feel like myself yet. I feel very tired, worn down. I have to think about things so much more now. Before I could spit out a whole sentence on something that just, caught my attention and we started talking about it, me and another family member, whatever. Now I gotta sit here and really think about things. And I'm worried because my whole future's up in the air right now. I'm going to school in my first degree, my associate's degree. I'm going into my last year, which is my degree classes, and they're all lined up next semester. Forensic evidence, forensic filing, forensic evidence. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't remember this stuff, and I signed up for these classes 2 days before the seizure. I can't even remember stuff from before the seizure. I can't be a cop now. They're gonna take my license. I have an appointment with my primary care physician on Wednesday, the day after tomorrow. And they're gonna do an EEG, which is an electrocardiogram, which is the way that they test the electricity in your brain. And somehow, I don't know yet what it does, so don't hold me to it, but somehow judges the electricity that's in your brain to see if it's misfiring. I don't know. I'm gonna find out more on Wednesday, but I'm scared because what if I don't even remember Wednesday, because I'm tired right now and it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep. And one of my triggers for my seizures is light sensitivity, lack of sleep, low blood sugar. I think those are my 3 top that triggered them, apparently. And all 3 of those are going to be at 7 in the morning, and I have class at 8 in the morning, and it's been a week and I haven't been to class. My teacher still doesn't know what happened. I have it all on video, the whole seizure. My first seizure, not the second one, of course. The second one was exacerbated because of dehydration and lack of care for myself, because I did sleep for 3 days. And then on day 3, I had my second seizure because I had low blood sugar. And that one wasn't observed by anybody. That one, I woke up in the middle of the night and had one. And when I woke up, then my body was hurting. My tongue was, it's not that swollen now, but it was pretty bad after the first one. The second one, I have that on video too, which I'll probably try to upload all of it just so I can, keep track, because I'm forgetting stuff already, and I'm getting scared because if I'm literally having conversations with Garrett, my boyfriend, and we're sitting here talking about random stuff. Random. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. And he'll be like, no, we already talked about this. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? No, we didn't. And we need to talk about it because I feel unresolved, and that leaves me with an anxiety feeling, which is another trigger. It's like a constant freaking, it's like a circle. It goes in a circle. It's like something causes the seizure, you have the seizure, then you come out of the seizure, you forget stuff, then that causes anxiety, you have a seizure, then you come out of the seizure, you forget stuff. It just goes in a fucking circle. I don't know what's gonna happen from here on out, but I'm scared. I'm really scared because my mom said that they can take your license for this. That's gonna ruin everything for me. I want to be a police officer so bad. I've been wanting to be a police officer since I was hurt, since I was raped, since I was abused when I was younger. I've always wanted to be there for somebody that needed it. And now I'm sitting here thinking at 5 o'clock in the morning if this career path is even worth it, considering my body is quite literally telling me it can't handle the stress. So is this career path that I'm choosing because it's a noble cause, or am I choosing it because I've been so out of power with my entire life and what happened to me, and coming into grips with what happened to me, that I chose a career path that is domineering? And if that's the case, then actually I don't have a choice. I have to change my career path. I don't have a choice. They're gonna diagnose me on Wednesday with that EEG, which I'll probably make a video just because I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, and I may need to make a video to make sure that I remember everything that happens. If they diagnose me, I lose my freedom. I lose my ability to drive myself to school every week. I lose my career path. I have to choose a different career. I can't take my kids with me anywhere because if I have a seizure behind the wheel, I could kill them. I guess it's a good thing that I lost a bunch of weight, because now if anybody needs to call an ambulance and put me on a stretcher, I'm not that big anymore. I read somewhere that the keto diet, which is the diet that I lost all my weight on, apparently was used a while ago. I don't know if it still is, for epileptic people. Basically, the diet puts you on a different form of energy that your body uses instead of glucose, which is sugar. it uses fat. So in converting that over, your body over to it, it is essentially a cleaner burning fuel source for your body, which from my understanding, don't quote me on this, from my understanding, because it is a cleaner fuel source for your body, it helps with abnormalities in the brain, i.e. seizures, because it, regulates everything it more efficiently, it functions more efficiently. They got me on something called Keppra. Day 3, when I had that second seizure, I stopped taking it because it makes me feel sad and angry and depressed, and I want to cry all the time. And usually when I cry, it's because I'm frustrated. Something's pissed me off. It's not working. I can't get it to work. I don't know what's going on. I'm having a fight with my boyfriend. He's not understanding me. He won't listen. Something is frustrating me. I cry. This stuff makes me cry for no fucking reason. No fucking reason. Just start being sad for no reason. And so day 3, I stopped taking it. I was done. I went to sleep. And I had a dream that I had a seizure. And then when I woke up 3 hours later, my arm was killing me. Just the left side of my body. I don't know if that's a thing yet. Because, of course, the only way to really confirm anything that's in my head that I think is related to the seizures is by asking a real doctor. I'm not going to Google. Because every time I go to Google, I find out I'm going to die. So I went to Google, looked up epilepsy. There is something that happens to the brain in only 5%. I think there's like a 5% chance if the seizure lasts more than 5 minutes that you can die. Your brain will just turn off. I'm not going to Google no more. So I'm going to ask the doctor everything. But I had this weird sensation. And I dreamed that I had a seizure. And then when I woke up, it was like 3.5 hours later. I was really sweaty. My whole left side of my body was in a lot of pain. It was hurting really bad. And my brain, oh my God, my brain after both seizures, my head, at one point, I think I remember smacking my head on a wall or something, not on purpose, but almost as a pain reflex. I don't know if anybody's ever had a headache that's so bad that you would rather hit your head on a wall because it's less painful. Is that weird? When I said that out loud, it came off a little weird. I don't know. After I said that out loud, it maybe just didn't make sense in my head like I thought it did. Anyways, I smacked my head pretty hard, and yeah, it hurt. It hurt for a while. And then when I woke up, I called an ambulance because I had a second seizure and I didn't know what to do. And I hadn't talked to my primary care physician yet because they don't have any availability to get me in. I called, and then on top of that, they want me to get the vaccine. I honestly don't want to because, again, Google fucked me over when I looked up epilepsy and the vaccine. And let's just say that there's been some reports, unsubstantiated, whatever with the quotation marks, unsubstantiated reports about epilepsy being affected in some people that went and got the vaccine. Okay, I don't know, but that does not make me want to go get the vaccine, especially since one of many causes of epilepsy can be genetic brain disorders, blood vessels that are accumulated in one area that are too soft, blood vessels that apparently can bleed or like puncture, you know, like a brain bleed, brain tumors. It can be genetic. There's so many causes for it. I don't want to go get a shot of anything right now that I don't have to put in my body to keep the seizures at bay, if that makes sense. So the only thing I'm taking right now is Keppra and a fucking multivitamin. That's it. Like, I'm not chancing anything. So I straight up said I'm not getting the vaccine and decided to call another doctor. Then I called my actual primary care physician that I thought was my primary care physician in the first place. And it turned out I was right, but I wasn't in the right state of mind. So everybody else was like getting it confused. And I don't write anything down. So then my whole household was in disarray. And my boyfriend is not my kids' dad, and my kids' dad is a truck driver who's on the road. So the ability for him to come back into town right away to take care of the kids is pretty much not going to happen. Like, it's not going to happen. And so, like, I don't have anybody to come take care of the kids. So when I had my seizure, I literally had to go to the hospital by myself. And then my boyfriend had to drop the kids off with my mom, and who doesn't watch them because she has her own busy ass life and she has epilepsy. She's already had like 3 grandma seizures. I've had 2. I think she's had 3. Anyways, so yeah, like it's a mess. It's a fucking mess, and I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. I'm gonna have to rearrange my whole life. On top of the weird sensitivity that I had right before the seizure, in the video, I freaked out and like borderline slapped my boyfriend in the face because I don't know why I did it though. I don't remember any of it. And I think that's partly why I'm recording this video. I know it's going on 17 minutes, but like, I'm recording this because I don't know what else to do. I'm forgetting stuff, and I have a feeling that I'm gonna have another seizure tomorrow. Is that weird? Like, is that a thing? Like, I don't know anything about seizures. I don't know anything about seizures. I don't know anything about epilepsy. I wish I was more educated. You know, I feel more insensitive to myself and other people that are epileptic because I'm so ignorant on the fact of what epilepsy is. And my own mom has it, and I'm lazy. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind, and now I'm recording a video diary at 5 o'clock in the morning when I have school at 8 in the morning. 1 week after my first seizure and 5 days after my second. I am the smartest fucking individual ever. So, I'm recording this because I want to keep track of everything that's going on. I want to remember how I feel right now in the future, because I'm gonna have to now go talk to a doctor, get some tests done. They might have to induce a freaking seizure. Oh, it's gonna suck so bad if they do. Nobody understands this until they have a seizure, because obviously people are ignorant to what epilepsy is, just like I was until I had a fucking seizure. But when you have one, and it's a tonic-clonic, which is the jerking seizures, the ones where people, not the spacing out ones, not the partials, but the actual tonic-clonics, they hurt so bad. I still have a bump. It hasn't gone away yet. I bit both sides. They started bleeding. That's why my teeth are yellow. I have to whiten them. I don't even want to do that because Google that, and it'll say I'm gonna die. Besides the point. Anyways, it's painful. It's very painful. It hurts. Your body jerks, your muscles spasm over and over and over. You wake up feeling, it's not even like you're waking up. It's like you're already fucking awake. It's like somebody slipped you something. It's the only way I know how to explain it. One time when I was younger, I went and smoked pot, sue me, and it was obviously illegal at this time. And it was in a park, my brother and like his friend, and it was laced with something. Skipping to the point. It was laced with something. I don't know what it was laced with. My brother speculated PCP because he had had it before, and, it was a similar reaction, he claims. But yeah, it was a very uncomfortable situation, a very uncomfortable experience, because it felt like I was experiencing it through somebody else's eyes. I was inside of my head looking through windows at everything going on. And as I was reacting to the stimuli, I did not feel as if it was truly me reacting. And this is exactly how I feel when I come out of a seizure. I do not remember anything. You have to repeat things to me like 100 times. The first one I had, I think it took me 2 days to stop asking the same thing to my boyfriend. So I think I asked him, I don't remember the specifics, but I think I kept asking him over and over, like, oh, were my eyes open? Because in my understanding, when somebody has a seizure, again, ignorant self, ignorant pre-epilepsy self, and my understanding, when somebody has a seizure, they would close their eyes, right? Like you would think, like pain, when you're in pain, like, like close your eyes, like you want to, like, clench. And clenching, again, muscle spasms. You would think muscle spasms, so it's spasm close. Apparently not. No. The opposite. My eyes were open. He said I was making a grunting noise as if I was in pain. And my lips were turning like a weird shade of blue because I was like holding my breath. But that wasn't me holding my breath. According to the doctor that I saw at the ER, he said it's because of unregulated breathing. When all your muscles spasm, your chest will spasm up, and sometimes that part in your brain that does your automated system that does your breathing, sometimes the electricity will like short circuit that. And that's why your lips turn blue, because you have, lack of oxygen to the petechial part of your tissue. I lost my train of thought. Sometimes I, like right before the seizure, I had a little bit of a memory when I woke up of right before the seizure. And now when I think back to right before the seizure, obviously I don't know anything that happened during the seizure. I already made that clear. But like right before the seizure, I was walking out to my car. I was getting in the car to go to school. I had school at 8 o'clock in the morning. My first class, I just finished my other class. I got an A for the semester in my other class, and this is the last class that I have to do. It's 16 weeks. So, I think we only had like 5 weeks left. Yeah, we have like 4. We don't even have like 4 weeks left. So anyways, I'm walking out to my car, and my boyfriend, he kept asking me, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why do you keep asking me that?" And he was like, "Well, in the closet," he said, you like kept freezing and like staring. And I was like, "That's weird. I wonder why I was doing that." And he's like, "I have no idea. Are you okay though?" And I'm like, "Fine, yeah. I mean, I feel okay, I guess." And I did. I wasn't lying. But I did have this fearful feeling. like something's wrong, but like I don't know what it is, and I don't know when it's wrong yet. Like it's not wrong yet. Like something bad is about to happen. That's the best way I know how to explain it. It was like something was about to happen, but it hadn't happened yet. I remember that a little bit because of him saying that I was spacing off in the closet. I remember when I was in the closet, I remember feeling like scared for no reason, and I was like, like brush that off. That's nothing. Like I don't know why I'm feeling scared. I gotta go to school. I ain't got time to be, a scared bitch. So I gotta get dressed. Like that's what I remember the most about like before the seizure, and I kept smelling blueberries. Like that's weird, right? Blueberries. And now I second guess myself. Like, was I really smelling blueberries? Like, did I make that up in my mind when I had the seizure? Because do you dream when you have the seizure? Does that make sense? That you would like electrical impulses, you're dreaming, that's what dreaming is. It's electrical impulses. It's electricity being fired off in the brain that creates images, or creates the illusion of images in your brain, at which point your brain puts it together in the form of a dream. So theoretically, you'd be dreaming or like sleeping. I'm probably way off, and I'm probably gonna find out on Wednesday it's nowhere close. But like I like speculating because then it kind of gives me something to look forward to, because right now I don't have anything to speculate. My career is up in smoke right now. So my independence is up in smoke right now. I may lose my license. I may find out that I may have a brain tumor, aneurysm, cluster of, what do they say, cluster of blood vessels that cause some type of like, I don't know, headaches or something like that. They're called partial seizures, and they happen in specific parts of the brain that can affect specific parts of the body. So like if it happens like over here where like your language, am I wrong? Parietal lobe. Yeah. So whenever you interpret like smells and stuff like that, that would make sense with the blueberries. That's where you interpret, because that's where I think it's autonomic. I'm in biology right now. That's the class I have tomorrow at 8 a.m. And we're learning about the brain. And I think I just figured it out. I'm definitely going to watch this later, and I hope I'm right, because that'd be so badass if I'm right. Because I just put that together completely by myself, and it's been like days since I've been able to like really do anything for myself. My boyfriend won't let me do anything either. He makes me sit down. He's like, go sit down in the chair over there, like this chair, and he'll be in there cooking. And I'll be like, go sit down in the chair over there. And I'm like, okay, well, can I go like get drinks for everybody? No, sit there. Fine. And I'm bitter. I'm so bitter. I want to be up doing stuff. I want to go be independent. I mean, these kids aren't his kids, so like I want to be their primary care provider. And I don't want him to feel like I'm overwhelming him, because when I watch back the video, which I'm about to go turn on the iPad and record it on here so that I don't have to like splice it, because I really don't know how to edit on YouTube yet. I have to figure that out, but I'm about to go play it. When I watched the video, he was like, after the seizure was over and they were taking me away in the ambulance, he was scared. He was really scared. He kept putting his hands on the backside of his head, like looking at me and looking at the ambulance and pulling his phone out, trying to like call my mom, I guess. I think he called my mom like right after and told her, because he was up at the hospital less than less than an hour. And the funny thing is, I don't remember. See, that happened at 8 in the morning. And my bracelet for the hospital says that I was admitted to like the ER area at like 8:15. So it was probably about a 20-minute drive to the hospital. And I only remember being in the bed waiting for like the doctor for like 20 minutes. And even then, my memory's sketchy on that. Like, I'm really unsure of what happened in the ambulance ride over. I kind of think that I was awake. In the video, it looks like I'm awake before they take me away. It looks like I had come to, but I wasn't like there yet. But I'll see if I can turn the iPad on and play the video. So I am a little nervous about what's gonna happen. I don't know what's quite gonna happen yet, and I'm hoping it's not horrid. I'm hoping I get to keep my license. I'm hoping a lot of stuff. But I think I'm more scared than anything. And honestly, I have no idea what to do with this iPad. So I guess I'm going to have to, with a brain injury, figure out how to edit YouTube. Because I definitely want to add that video to the end of this. In case anybody still wants to come back and look at this later on, maybe this could be educational for somebody. Kind of see like the way that my brain functions and the way that it flows and what I think about, and then maybe come back for an update. Who knows? Maybe it'll turn out I have a brain tumor and then I don't have epilepsy anymore once they remove it. I really don't want to go through that. That sounds like hell, like in a handbasket. The one thing that hurts the most is a headache after a seizure, and you're telling me that you're going to go in and cut out a piece of my brain and my head's not going to hurt? I got bullshit. It's probably not that though. It's probably just generational epilepsy. DNA, I got it from my mom. That's probably what I'm going to be told. But I bet you they're going to do the EEG. They're going to look at the blood vessels in my brain. They're going to look at the electricity in my brain and see if something's misfiring. Because I honestly think it is. I have seizure symptoms that are like my mom's type seizure symptoms a lot. And I just never had a seizure up until recently. So like, I don't know if that's just because like my brain was like, okay, you're starting to piss us off, so you know, stop pushing our buttons, here's a seizure. That's not a thing. That's stupid. When I say it out loud, it sounds stupid. I swear I have to say things out loud just to see if they sound stupid first. So I'm gonna, I guess, end this video here. I pretty much voiced every one of my concerns. What did I say? I said that I'm gonna have to change 4 of my classes next semester because they're probably gonna take my license. I probably won't be able to drive. I had 2 seizures in 3 days. And if I have another one tomorrow, that'll make 3 seizures in 7 days. That's not a lot. And if that's the case, I may need to get a, like an alert animal, probably a dog or something, to tell me when I'm gonna have them so I can minimize my damage to my body, because if Garrett wasn't there to catch me on that first one, I could have wrecked my car, because I was about to get in the car. I had it started and everything. I was ready to go. My backpack was on my shoulder. I was ready to go. So, like, I could have wrecked my car. I mean, even that, okay, so not even say that, not even like, oh my gosh, you know, like major scenario. Let's go minor scenario. Minor scenario, I have a seizure right before I get in my vehicle because I was headed to school. So it's kind of an unavoidable, like, fact right there is the fact that it was 8 o'clock in the morning and I have school at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it was like 7:36 in the morning. I think least worst scenario is I would have fell and hit my head. Or I would have fallen on the concrete and dislocated a shoulder. I could have broke a collarbone. I could have broken my arm. Least case scenario probably would be like just general bruising or a concussion. Because I was completely standing up when I fell. And he caught me and apparently fucked up his knee really bad. His knee's still bruised. So probably worst case scenario, if he wasn't there to catch me, I could have crushed my car. Least worst case scenario, I could have had a concussion. So I literally got the best scenario out of having a first seizure ever, probably. Not only was somebody there to catch me, but I caught it on video too, to give to my doctor for diagnosing. And I didn't kill anybody by accident. That scares me the most, probably. Getting behind the wheel and accidentally killing somebody probably scares me the most about my epilepsy. So, I'm gonna go try to get 3 hours of sleep. And then I might upload this tonight. Today is Tuesday. So yeah, I'll probably upload it tonight. Just because it's 1 week since the first seizure and 1 day until I see my doctor and find out why I'm having seizures. If I can cut back on Keppra, because it's a 500 milligram dosage twice a day, and it is really, really sucks for my whole body. It just throws me off completely. I don't take medication very often, not even for a headache. So like, oh, this is doing a number on my body. It's making me feel depressed big time and nauseous a lot. And I've stopped eating a lot, and I'm feeling very like more seizure-ish because my blood sugar keeps dropping because I can't eat anything. All I want to do is throw up. So like, I get to figure out, you know, if they're gonna reduce the Keppra, maybe try something different. Maybe a different drug might be better for me. I don't know. Maybe figure out if there's a real fix for my epilepsy. There could be a real possibility that there could be something in my brain that they can, you know, put in there. I know they have like a pacemaker of sorts that can go in your brain for epilepsy. I don't really know too much about it, so I'm not about to like go on a rant about it because I'd be lying to say I did know about it, because I don't. So I find out a lot of stuff in 1 day. So I'm probably gonna upload this just because my whole life is about to change, and not for the better. I have epilepsy. I have seizures. I have uncontrolled fits. I'm not sure I'm ever gonna drive again. I'm not sure I'm ever gonna drive my kids again anywhere. I'm not sure that my mom will ever be able to ask me to pick up my dad from any place ever again, or my sister. I may become unreliable to the ones that I love. I can already tell my boyfriend is, not listening to me on certain things. He's here and there started like dismissing certain things that I'll say or how I feel about certain things, because I think that my judgment is compromised. My memory is compromised. My feelings are definitely compromised. My body chemistry is compromised by the pills and the seizures. My memory especially. My fear is enhanced by the seizures. So, a heightened sense of fear, a lack of memory, forgetting things, asking things over and over. It's got to be annoying to him. It's got to be so fucking annoying. I can only imagine what he's going through. And I don't remember doing any of this. I literally will ask him the same question like 4 times. Within like 20 minutes. Like, I'm not even joking. I'll be sitting right next to him and he'll just be like, I just answered this. And I'll be like, I am so sorry. Like, I'm genuinely fucking sorry. I'm fucking sorry. So, one day until I find out how fucked my life is. Is that dramatic? Am I being too dramatic? Maybe it's not that bad. I say maybe it's not that bad, but then I remember pissing myself and chewing up my whole fucking mouth, so. Yeah, fuck me. I don't want to do this. Can I return it? It doesn't like me anymore. By it, I mean this doesn't like me anymore. My whole body hates me. Peace.